Kinuha ito ng Amerikano ang Bell as a war booty kasi it was the cause han pag-unite ang mga taga-Balanghiga.
Before the echoes of gunfire shattered the peace, life in Balanghiga summer flowed at a tranquil rhythm. The people, deeply rooted in their traditions and faith, lived a life intertwined with the land and sea. The most peaceful and fulfilling life of harmony. Their days were filled with the labor of farming, fishing, and the colorful life of a humble community. But this idyllic existence was about to be irrevocably altered. Year 1899, when the Philippine-American War, a brutal conflict born from the ashes of Spanish colonial rule, had engulfed the islands. American forces, believing they were bringing progress and civilization, arrived in Balanghiga in 1901, are removed, and the rugged outpost becomes the unlikely stage for a bloody and tragically misunderstood event.
Maganda ang kanilang ipinakikita nung bago pa sila. Ganda. Pero nang tumatagal na sila dito, yung parang ang abuso nila, parang nag-unti-unti umaano ng mga abuso nila. Yung abuso nila, yung mga lalaki pinapupunta sa plaza para maglinis. Pagkatapos maglinis, hindi na nila pinauuwi ng bahay, ikinukulong na nila doon sa quarter.
Problema yung mga kalaki na nakatmatermano mo. Anira din at yung pinamala nakabay na bank ko naman, hindi din mambari. Yung pinamala nakabay baynaan. Yung baruhan kapitan, nag-iso yung kinakura nila kay yung pinamala niya ng Amerikanohan. Kasi nga, ang binat na bangkuan, Amerikano, pananmeriso. Ang mga kaso, ang kalaki na pananmeriso para makagbuhat sila nila karoya kayo.
This is the story of Balanghiga. September 28th, 1901. Dawn broke over Balanghiga. It was a dawn unlike any other.
Sabi ni Valeriano, ang gagawin natin, magbalat kayo. Yung mga lalaki magdadamit ng pambabae. Oo, tapos nakadong. Yung marunong maggawa ng mga bolo, gagawa ng bolo. Dahil yung mga tao mula Kinapundan, Hiporlos, Balanghiga, Lawaan. Kung sinong marunong gumawa ng bolo, maggawa.
Gloves and daggers. They have no guns. And their plan was a surprise attack. Ang pinaka-sign nga ma-attack na hira was the ringing of the bell. A night before, pinanagan nila yung pagkaan ang locals, Rignom, ang mga soldier had US. Tapos naman, kaagahon palahan September 28, the day of the Balanghiga encounter. Kaagahon pala, alauna palang kaagahon, nakaposisyon na hiran, nakadilahan mga barbarangay ng pagharangin.
Fiesta ng San Miguel, during the breakfast, pag breakfast ng mga Americans, bawat isa sa likod, tindig. Nagdala sila ng isang kabaong. Yung kabaong, kunyari, patay, pero sa ilalim, mga sundang. Para pagpasok ng simbahan, bawat isang magsisimba, bibigyan ng itakso. Sabi ni Captain Valeriano, pag inikot ko ang baston, maripiki, matunog ang lingganay. Pag tunog ng lingganay, attack the Americans.
It was Eugenio Daza who would tell Valeriano Abanador na mag-start na, or it would be the time of the attack. It was on her on his affidavit, nag-mention ni Eugenio Daza nga hiya ang naghatag inside.
In a meticulously planned surprise attack, Filipino guerrilla fighters, led by local leaders, launched a devastating assault on the unsuspecting American soldiers stationed in the town. Using their intimate knowledge of the terrain and employing cunning tactics, they overwhelmed the American forces. The clash was swift and brutal, resulting in the deaths of 48 American soldiers and 28 guerrillas. The conflict in Balanghiga wasn't a spontaneous eruption. Years of simmering tensions, fueled by heavy-handed American tactics, forced conscription, and the disrespect of local customs, had created a powder keg ready to explode. An important figure in this event was Eugenio Daza, a local leader who played an important role in organizing and executing the attack. His strategic brilliance and understanding of the local landscape were instrumental in the success of the ambush.
So Eugenio Daza is a native of Moronga. He was born on November 15, 1870. He passed away on December 16, 1964. He was a provincial commander of the Southern Force of the Philippine Revolution. One of the tasks of Eugenio Daza was to collect contribution from the natives of Moronga. Ang binuhat ni Eugenio Daza sa commander kasi personally yan nasisingantuhan mga munisipyo pangolektahan buwis. We call that as revolutionary tax. Pakipag-alubiluhan mga tao at the same time to gain their support and cooperation and the planning. Importante kasi ang planning and Balanghiga attack. So, ang nag-execute ang plan was Eugenio Daza. It was written in his biography or in his affidavit.
The aftermath was brutal. The Americans responded with a scorched earth campaign, inflicting widespread destruction and inflicting immense suffering upon the civilian population.
Pag-start ng construction ng Belfry, doon lumabas yung mga bones. Actually, doon yan. Kasi marami. Ang first naging dig nila, ang itong tinatayo ng Belfry. There are a lot of bones. At marami nagtatrabaho doon.
Sister Teresa, together with her students, initiated to gather the bones found in the church belfry.
Ang first na shock na iko namin is almost 17. And then, siguro I know you're very fun. Paano ang itsura ng mga bones ng Americans talaga. Kasi mahaba. Then after that, after a week ata, we were able again to get 10. So more or less, if I am not mistaken, mga 27 sections.
The bells of Balanghiga tolling the hour became a chilling soundtrack to the carnage. The bells of Balanghiga, symbols of the town's history and faith, were seized as trophies of war, a stark reminder of the American victory. These bells, symbolic of the encounter, would become a potent symbol of the conflict. Their journey reflecting the complex history between the Philippines and the United States.
Yung kada mo nagkuha ng presidente, wala si Canada ra. Pero ang may iso kay Duterte, kinagsumat ang dalaw. Yung likunod niya, kung diri siyo, diri ko nito. Yung likunod niya, kalingan, kung diri siyo. Pilipinas na mga. Just so yung kuhan.
Return the bells because it does not belong to you. It belongs to the Philippines.
Siyempre, nag-boost na namon ekonomiya, labinahan pag-abutan bells, siguntan bugos nga bulan na nakanihan bells na ha. Before and after han pag-abutan bells, nag-boost na namon ekonomiya, o sana siyempre namon, nag-imprenta kami t-shirts ng mga souvenirs, dako nga nag-alsaan namon business, labinaan dinhi, ang dinhi nga area han plaza, within the plaza. Damo gyud pa nagbaligyangan ni, basta nga tanan, nakabuligan namon anamon ekonomiya ang pag-abutan bells even up to now.
Di ko matigon ang feeling. Kaya pagkita namon ng bells, di ako makakakuhanan akong inaabat nga. Basta parang very excited ako kasi inupahan na kinaabat kasi parang ka proud na, especially nga mga descendant kami ni Valeriano. Asan akong feeling.
Pagkita namon, siyempre nangup-kup, nagpa-picture, kay diri man nam sa raboton nga makita kami hit nga bells, nga haamon, kumbaga, imaginary lahat to nga bells sa amon. Pagkita namon, siyempre nasan kami nga, asya ba niya nga bells? Kaya di makay maaram kung ungod ba niya nga, asya ba niya din kuha din na balaniga. Siyempre, tears of joy, damon nagtuok, damon nag-anira mga emosyon, gimpagawas, tikang diton pinakabatang aton pinakalagas.
The Balanghiga Massacre remains a deeply contested and emotionally charged event. It serves as a reminder of the human cost of war and the enduring legacy of colonialism.
Kasi ang era, kung di rin kagyan kabasyaran ang mga Pilipino, hindi at nananabo.
But that did not stop the guerrillas in Balanghiga.
Remember that the revolutionary, waray nila mga ammunitions, waray nila mga gamit. Only bolo, their bravery, their courage, their determination, and dagger.
The echoes of that fateful day continue to resonate, reminding us of the importance of understanding our shared history and striving for peace.
Makoreha. Dughan, iton nagiging emotional itaw kung nanonomdom iton nga hinabo.
The story of Balanghiga is not just a tale of a battle. It is a story of courage, resilience, and the enduring spirit of people who, despite facing immense hardship, continue to forge their path towards a future free from the shadows of the past.
Very proud kami. Bisan nila po kami hagawas. Sumirin na nga nga. From where are you, ma'am? Balanghiga kami. Kaya noon man the whole world tuntuan.
If people were to ask whether the tragic event was a massacre or an encounter, it will always fall depending on the people's perspective and where their thoughts grow. For the Balanghiganons, that said event was an encounter between forces claiming their own and forcers forcing their entry.
Itak masisiring, berihiya, massacre kay nag-araway manhira, nag-arad kubang.
While for some, it was a massacre, showing how Filipinos can be brutally fierce when it comes to patriotism and can show unity for our motherland, the Philippines.
Strongly, sabi ko sa ABS-CBN, I cannot say na it is encounter.